Hey everyone, welcome back. This week I had my birthday on Saturday, which was a big deal. The kids came over, got lots of good gifts, got a David Sedaris book from my son Sam, got some albums from Larry, and Isabel promises that she's going to be delivering the present she left at home because she was coming straight from work to the cookout. I'll get that from her later. And then I also found out that Renzo is one of my biggest fans. So thanks a lot, Renzo, for watching. For the rest of you, I hope you enjoyed what you're about to see. And if you do, remember to hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and leave me a comment. I'd like to hear some feedback from you folks. I think I may have been shadow banned, but let's see what happens. All right, so let's give a listen to what Mikie Sherrill had to say.
Okay, Attorney General Davenport, Superintendent Hangenmuhl, Lieutenant Colonel Sorotowicz are here with me today. I want to share an update on the situation at Delaney Hall, both the developments overnight outside the facility and progress we've made for detainees and their families. But first, I want to take a step back to briefly discuss why this is all so important.
Please tell us, Mikie, why is it so important?
For months, hundreds of people, members of our communities, including people with no criminal charges against them and who are in this country legally, many married to U.S. citizens, have been held at a private, for-profit detention center in Newark. For months, there have been peaceful.
I want to come back to that in a minute, but notice that she said a private for-profit prison center in her state. Remember that. We're going to come back and look at that.
Peaceful protest outside as members of our congressional delegation, families, advocates, and faith leaders have all tried to ensure that those detainees, especially the most vulnerable, have their basic needs met. Due process is followed, and we live up to our values of respecting basic human dignity. Last week, we saw a surge in ICE presence, creating a more dangerous environment on site and threatening people's ability to advocate for their family members. We've seen what has happened with ICE across the country. I won't let that unfold here.
She won't let it unfold there? Why the fuck did she let ICE into Jersey to begin with? She's the governor. Why doesn't she call in the cops there to see about preventing ICE from doing any of their actions? I don't know, just a thought. I think you're going to be surprised later.
Having worked with New Jersey State Police and local law enforcement, I know how well trained they are, the best in the nation. I trust them to follow our Constitution. I knew it would.
Let's take a look at the most trained and the ones who will follow the Constitution. Give it a minute.
Oh, we're going here. We're with news. We're with news. We're with news. Our truck is over here. What's happening?
So before we get back to the news conference, I just want to point out a couple of things about that video clip that we just saw. You've got a bunch of state policemen who all look suspiciously very white for a state like New Jersey, out there protecting another jail. They're not there protecting the people inside the jail. They're not there protecting the people outside of the jail. They're protecting property. And that's what every fucking cop in New Jersey and Philadelphia do. Don't believe for a minute when they say to serve and protect, they mean you. What they mean is they're there to protect the interest of capital and the interest of fascist regimes like Trump's. The other thing I want to point out is that They walk around like fucking stormtroopers with their little glass shields, maneuvering things and then telling the press that they can't record them as they're doing their job. If you're so fucking proud of your job, you ought to welcome the media being there. Show us how you choke out the protesters. Show us how you hit that 10 or 12-year-old kid's hand off the fence with a baton. That's real brave of you, white boy. Now back to the conference.
It would be better to have them handle the situation rather than ICE. That's why we called them in and created a protected, peaceful protest area outside of Delaney Hall.
Protected protest areas? What the fuck is that? Do my rights go out the door, or can I only use them in a certain 10 by 12 foot area that the governor so deems it that I can exercise my First Amendment rights? You guys are missing the point. Protest is supposed to make people feel uncomfortable. You're supposed to be confronted with the possibility of having your neighbors know what kind of bullshit you're doing. That's what protest is. It's not go over here to this section of the street and we'll cordon off an area for you. And from there, you can hold up your protest signs and that. I think we need to take a more active approach and start saying, you know what? Fuck your free speech zone. This whole fucking country's my free speech zone, and I'm going to take it whenever and wherever I want to.
But over the last 2 nights, that protected zone has been violated repeatedly. Last night, we saw masked individuals attack the barrier, taking aggressive, dangerous actions against Newark and New Jersey State Police. They threw projectiles, they used barriers as weapons, and lit tires on fire.
Who put the fucking barriers up, Mikie? Who put them up there? It was you and your heralded state police who know how to uphold the Constitution. That's who put up the fucking barriers. And another question, why are they out there protecting ICE? Why are they out there protecting federal Gestapo? They're all on the same side, and you're one of them. Why don't you, Trump, and your buddy Josh Shapiro all just get together and come out and hold hands and admit that you are all the same? You're all the same. All of you middle of the road Democrats are the same as Donald Trump.
In the street. Police at this time were not wearing protective gear. They'd been on site since the morning to ensure that protesters on all sides, pro-ICE, anti-Delaney Hall, could safely exercise.
See that? You couldn't even say anti-ICE, right? It's pro-ICE and anti-Delaney Hall. Fuck that.
Exercise their First Amendment rights. As the situation intensified, additional support was needed. Because of their good, fast work, arrests were limited to 3 people. Let me be clear. Violent, chaotic clashes hurt everyone. They put the lives of both protesters and law enforcement in danger. They take the focus away from people inside Delaney Hall and their families. And they raise the temperature with ICE. I will ensure public safety, and I refuse to give ICE an excuse to surge into our communities.
You've already given the excuse. You're renting out land to them. They're in there basically torturing people, feeding them rotten food. People are on hunger strikes, and all you can do is stand there and say, I don't want the ICE Gestapo to come into my streets. They're already on your streets. They're in that building, and they're torturing your citizens.
That would make the situation more dangerous and put more New Jerseyans at risk. It's time to bring the temperature down. To protect public safety, the area around Delaney Hall has been secured, and the city of Newark issued a curfew there last night. I'm grateful to Mayor Baraka for his leadership in taking this important step. The curfew will be in effect from 9 p.m. until 6 a.m. every night until further notice, and it will extend a half mile in each direction around the facility, so geolocated to the facility. Again, to be clear, we've set out to do 3 things here: to protect everyone's First Amendment rights to protest peacefully, to prevent ICE from surging into our communities and putting New Jerseyans at risk.
The people in the center are New Jerseyans, or are they not? They're living in your state. They're on a hunger strike. They're telling you they're being tortured. You're protecting them. Fucking ridiculous.
and to ensure that people held at Delaney Hall are treated with dignity and according to our Constitution.
Yeah, but you're not. You're not even going in to inspect what's going on in there. You're just sitting there, and every one of those representatives who come in are just going up to the gates and saying, "Hey, can I come in and check and see that you guys are treating these detainees with the human dignity and respect that they deserve?" And the ICE high school dropout says no. And then you go, "Okay, well, I guess I'll go back. I tried."
Together, we're accomplishing those things, and I won't let anyone derail that mission. We're making progress. ICE is behind the facility's gate and not on our streets. And we're maintaining our laser focus on pushing for better conditions and transparency. Today, I'm announcing that the Department of Homeland Security has agreed to restore family visitations.
Oh, nice. You're working with Homeland Security to restore family visitations. That's great. I'm sure that's important. What you should be doing is telling them that they can't operate in your state. You're the governor. Declare eminent domain. Take over the fucking facility. Either they let you in or you shut them down. That's what you should do as the governor, not sit around here and ask for permission.
Starting today at noon. If you have questions about seeing your family members, contact the facility directly, as you've done in the past. State and local law enforcement will help to escort families in. It's critical that everyone in the area allow that to happen safely. There's much more to do, and I will continue pushing DHS to provide appropriate medicine and care for all detainees, especially the most vulnerable. It must give detainees a meaningful chance to review their cases. It must stop pressuring detainees into signing deportation documents. And it must be transparent about who is being held at.
But what the hell are you even doing? You're just saying, "I'm going to pressure them into doing this." You're the governor of the state. Again, shut the facility down. Tell them to get the fuck out of Jersey. That's what you can do. You're the governor.
that facility. I'll keep pressing DHS to do better, to abide by our nation's Constitution, and to close Delaney Hall down for good. This is a challenging moment for our community, but I know New Jersey, and I know we'll rise to meet it.